Hey, I am Bex and I go to the Stockwell service. I grew up in the north of England and didn't go to church. I moved to London and met a friend. She was just having a general conversation and then suddenly she dropped in and she's like, oh, these are my friends from church. And I was like, you go to church, but you're normal. I then went to the Stockwell service with them and really enjoyed it. I've never experienced anything like that before. There was a big kind of advert for Alpha, and Bear Grylls was on the advert, and I was like, oh, okay, this looks interesting. And then they said, well, we're running a session if anyone wants to join. And my friend was like, well, maybe you should go along. And actually I was like, well, if he's going, as in Bear Grylls, I'm joining as well. I went and it was a really good experience. I asked a lot of questions. I don't think I was the easiest person in Alpha. I got to the end of the course and I was like, you know, that was really good, but I'm not convinced. I carried on going to church. I'd met some really nice people who were becoming really good friends. I just thought, I'll give it another go because I still have questions and something's not quite sitting right. And I was like, well, everyone here at church seems to be able to just, believe and like commit. And I was like, why can't I do that? Like, we had a Holy Spirit session and I vividly remember we had just a moment where we could all just be in silent and pray and ask for the Holy Spirit. And I was like, okay, well, here we go. And just sat. I was like, oh, nothing's happening. Lars came and sat next to me and he started to pray. I started to feel this overwhelming feeling of sadness. It wasn't like a disappointed sadness. I felt like God was saying, why have you not asked for my help before? Like, I'm so sad that it's taken this long to get together. I felt like what I knew up here, had basically fell to here. And I think that is also kind of illustrated in one of the videos in Alpha. Like, my head knowledge had actually, I knew about Jesus, I knew about God, I knew all these things that I'd learned in Alpha, but it actually sunk in. It actually sunk into my heart and I was like, okay, I feel it now. I have the most amazing Connect group where I can ask really juicy questions. Alpha is very much the start of people's journey, but I believe that the church community then has that role to, help people on their journey. We help each other. God has surrounded me with the most amazing people. If anything goes wrong, they're like, and they just like surround you with love. It's just amazing. I think that's one of the biggest things that He's done in my life.